Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So early this year I was set the challenge of finding a cathedral in a cave. The journey took us to Crank Caverns near St Helens. That was a really good little explore with some tight and hairy sections, but the cathedral itself was more than a little underwhelming. So without further ado, we have part 2. Can you find a cathedral in a cave? Let's find out. Like and subscribe for a chance to win your very own DJ set performed live by me. So after a little bit more digging online, I found a cave actually called the Cathedral Cave. Despite being to the Lake District many times, I'd not actually seen it. To be honest, I thought it'd be impossible to beat Thor's Cave in the Peak District. How wrong I was. So me and Blake ventured up to the lakes, but first things first, we would need a place to camp. Wild camping isn't strictly legal in the Lake District, or much of the UK for that matter, but done responsibly it's generally tolerated. It's advised to always arrive late, leave early, and leave no trace behind. After a brief pint and some scran in a great little pub in Ambleside, we made our way to Coniston. I'd seen some ruined buildings belonging to the copper mining community and thought they would provide decent shelter to camp. Unfortunately, when we arrived, the logistics didn't pan out, so we turned to plan B, a quarry well off the beaten path, and boy were we glad we did. This place had everything: tall slate walls, a stone fire pit, caves, ruined buildings scattered across the hillside. But the best part was this amazing view. Now, the Lake District is notorious for changeable weather. The forecast was fair, but I decided to set up a shelter using some tarp, some tree branches, and some odd pieces of slate. Had we been staying longer, or the weather looked more bleak, then I would have constructed something a bit more substantial. But this would be fine, it'd be a place to store our gear and us should the heavens suddenly explode. But thankfully they didn't, and despite the howling winds, we were able to camp outside in our bivvy bags beneath the night sky. Cathedral Cave is only accessible on foot, and it was only a 30-minute walk from our spot. So after packing up, careful to leave no trace that we'd even been there, we set off through the valley. Our route took us through immaculate scenery with the most vivid of contrasts. We passed streams trickling with crystal clear water, copper trees which stood out from the verdant green backdrop, and views which wouldn't have been out of place in Canada. Between Tipperthwaite and Coniston, the landscape bears the marks of centuries of slate mining. In fact, Cathedral Cave itself is one such man-made cavern. En route we lost track of the number of edifices and shadowy entrances. Perhaps there were 6 or 7. Then in the distance we spotted a black hole in the landscape. We were close. After a scramble we came to an entrance lined with stepping stones. After a brief explore inside we found ourselves in the heart of the quarry. The descent down was a difficult scramble, but then we were inside. And wow! The cavern was vast, a huge pillar stretching up towards its vaulted ceiling. Light spilled in through a hole, casting a reverent glow, reflecting in the water. So here we are, guys. We're in the Cathedral Cave. As you can see, the ray of light coming through there. Yeah, and there's this kind of light hum, kind of quiet, nothing. What you kind of get when you're in a church or a cathedral. I don't know whether that's just me, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. The cave is a popular attraction, so it tends to get very busy, so it's best to arrive early to appreciate its true splendour. While exploring its many channels and passages, we found a hidden balcony which peered into the chamber below. We made noises inside to show the acoustics. The more time we spent inside, it was clear how it received its name. If you decide to visit, it's definitely worth spending time exploring the surrounding area. Slate deposits leading into small openings and edifices itching to be explored. In one of them, we even found a sofa made from slate, but it was hard to tell what kind of guests you'd be greeting in a place like this. The area commands sweeping views of the surrounding valley. We even caught a rainbow on camera before a torrent of rain came down upon us. So, does this qualify as a cathedral in a cave? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please remember to like this video and subscribe. That way you'll get notified for part 3. Join us next time as we wild camp beside the ruins of a forgotten estate. Hidden amongst the trees were animal bones, mysterious carvings, weathered graves, and traces of something far more unsettling.